Hey everyone, it is Custom Craig. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the possible Halo extraction shooter, Halo 7, future Halo stuff. I know a lot of other Halo channels have covered this the last few days, so I'm not going to go too deep into the context. I'm going to go more into my theory, my interpretation of what's going to be happening. But basically, I'll pull up the images on screen and also leave a link to the video that Rebs Gaming posted just about a day or two ago. I'm recording this the day of. He's basically posted this. I just wanted to wait a minute because I know every other Halo YouTuber is going to spam out 20 different videos about this. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So Rebs Gaming basically received direct confirmation that Tatanka was turned into a PvE extraction shooter game codenamed Project Ekur, which seems pretty exciting. I'm looking through. Basically, this is another iteration, I guess, of Tatanka, which is something I covered on the old Custom Chief channel a long while back. It was something that a lot of people who are covering Halo Infinite were talking about, and a lot of people were excited about it, but we didn't really know what it was. Tatanka gameplay details. So it was a battle royale mode that was tied to Joe Staten's campaign narrative. We all know how that went. Season 3. Map took place on smaller fragments of Zeta Halo with different biomes. Players started in a launch bay, dropped into the map in ODST drop pods. Eliminate players, complete mini objectives, which rewarded players with power items, equipment, and partial shields. Pelicans delivered vehicles, including the Falcon. Down players turned into an AI bubble that could be moved around and revived. Honestly, sounds like a good battle royale. Good thing they kind of pivoted from this idea of a battle royale mode, because even like battle royales are just not as popular. You look at like Apex on a decline. Fortnite's still doing well, but it's been on a steady decline, in my opinion, for like the last year or so. So basically Rebs Gaming also made this claim in his video. Someone who left the studio before receiving direct confirmation heard that Halo Studios had certain affinity shifted towards the next mainline Halo game, which means Ekur could have been absorbed into the multiplayer portion of the next game or as a new mode. And then also he said, I received direct confirmation that it was being developed as an extraction shooter at least until the end of summer 2023. You have to remember it is 2026. And I have sources who say Ekur is Halo's next multiplayer project. So that's the information I wanted to share with y'all today. So let's go ahead and talk about it, because I don't really want to dive deep into that. Is this going to be something for Halo 7? Or is this going to be something completely different? And in my opinion, with the success of Arc Raiders financially, the success of Helldivers 2 recently, Marathon is not doing too hot. It has a player base and fan base, but it just sales wise, I don't think it's doing too well. That could change. I've played Marathon on my PS5. I don't think it's a bad game. It's pretty fun. It's not as fun as Arc Raiders or Helldivers 2. I think it'll be a very great idea for Halo to go into the extraction shooter space, but you have to give it charm, you have to give it energy, and it has to feel like Halo, At that point, at least they won't have to worry about the sprint debate. It's a fucking extraction shooter, and the sprint debate's only for me multiplayer for a mainline Halo game. I think that debate can apply, but at least they avoid a lot of the main criticism. Like if it's a full-on extraction shooter, kind of like Helldivers 2, I could see that really working out for Halo. But that's a take that's been around for a while. It's like, this is something we've wanted for Halo since Helldivers 2 released. And then also we had that leak a while back. I don't know if it was 2022 or 2023. I might be completely wrong about the dates, but it was leaked that there was a canceled 343 project that was very similar, in line with like an extraction shooter, Helldivers 2. And so I don't know. I think this is going to be, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Don't quote me, because I'm probably going to get put on Halo Twitter, some bullshit. But I really do think this is going to be something a part of Halo 7, and we're still not going to see anything about this for a minute. I'm hoping we see some sort of just another project, because it was just weird at a HCS event. You show a campaign-only game. What about the pro players I know a lot of people don't like the pro players for how they change a lot of aspects of the game, especially Infinite, but the pro players have nothing to play. Competitive, casual competitive, like the people who just hop on the ranked and enjoy ranked, they have nothing to really play for Halo. There's people who just play Halo multiplayer, and I'm one of those people that love the campaigns. I'll play over and over with friends, but I'm not sweating on legendary playthroughs or speed runs. What I'm sweating in is Halo multiplayer. Like, from all the way from 3, Reach, 4, 5, and even Infinite, I sweated my butt off on those games. It's just Infinite, there's nothing to sweat for the first almost year or two. You know, there was no fucking game mode, so it was miserable. But I just remember, like, that's something that I think is a desperate need for the Halo fan base, and I think that's why there's so much anger over Campaign Evolved, in my opinion. Just because of the fact that it's not a mainline game. You are coming off of one of your worst launches in Halo history, worse than Halo 5. Still not as bad as it's not as bad as MCC. MCC was so bad they didn't even really fix it until like 2018, 2019, and even then there's still so many issues, you know. But Infinite was one of their worst launches. It has a cliffhanger campaign. It's very short. We all know there's cut content that was just just never came to be. And that's something I want to make a video on, but it's like, I'm trying not to touch on this channel. I don't want to touch on all, like, I'm going to talk about the mainstream Halo topics, obviously. Like, for me, this gets me excited, but God, there's no reason to ever talk about Infinite again, thank God. But it's like, do I really want to talk about a campaign remake? But then it's like, then there's a positive spin for it, because it's like, if you think about it, the campaign remake, I'll have this in another video. I'm gonna add this in this video. But the campaign remake, I think it's the main reason people are upset, I think, is just because it's not Halo 7. Like, people wanted a giant, fully fleshed Halo game or a multiplayer experience, something that they could sink their hours into, and not just 10 hours and you're done. And I'm sorry, skulls are not the only reason people replay Halo campaigns. But the thing is, I am excited about this. Like, I don't know if this is still going to happen, and I'm not one of those people that overhype this by any means. I don't want to overhype this. I don't want to give you false pretenses that this stuff will happen or can happen, because covering Halo leaks since 2019 on my original channel, talking about them, it was very frustrating, because a lot of the stuff that was leaked for Infinite wasn't there at launch, and it ended up coming out years after launch. Even stuff we heard about in 2020, like the cut content and stuff, we knew about a lot of that in like 2020, which is kind of wild to me to think about that. There's so much promise with Infinite, and a lot of the leaks were suggesting all this stuff to be there at launch. It was a bunch of rumors, and for me, I just like talking about them because it's fun. I give my theory, and then we move on, you know, and that's kind of my take on everything going on. This is Craig. I guess General Craig sounds kind of cool instead of Custom Craig. I'm trying to go away from the Custom Chief name, just because my old channel was just pure brain rot slop. It was literally fucking hell, man. Like, I literally just didn't make a video for a year or so, and I was like coming back trying to talk about what's funny, this fucking Tatanka game, but I was spamming a video every 2 days about this shit, and it's just weird seeing it pop up again, because I thought I would really never see this again. Like, I thought this would have never really, I thought this would be a rumor that died off, but Rebs Gaming has been reporting on a while, and if it still exists in some way, it's probably, like, if Rebs Gaming says unannounced multiplayer game in his title exclusive, that it probably is the next Halo multiplayer game. I'm hoping. The thing is this is the one time I want Rebs Gaming to be 100% on this. Like, he's not missed before, but this is the one time where it's like I want him. Like, if he's right about this being a multiplayer game, he will fucking explode. Like, he was right about the CE remake too. Like, that's what I think is extremely funny about this. So, like, the thing is like, I'm a little more skeptical just because I've been hearing about Tatanka for such a long time. But this guy's a professional in this leaking data mine journal. I guess he's a journalist. He's a in my opinion, he's a professional at this stuff. I just give my take on what he does. You know, like, I'm not doing anything unique here. I'm just giving my opinion on the matter. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about it so people aren't asking me to talk about it in the near future. Those are my thoughts on it. I don't think we'll hear anything about this anytime soon. I just think it's a great, cool idea for Halo to go into the extraction shooter space. This is Custom Craig signing off. I hope you all have a great day. God bless.